I'm sure that nearly everyone who's watching this has relied on reviews when choosing a restaurant, a home contractor, anything else like that. We've actually mentioned before in a way that many of us pretty much live online nowadays, especially with COVID and the world the way it is. We rely on reviews and online information for pretty much so many things that we do. I remember even back when I was a kid, my parents wouldn't even consider reading reviews before checking out a new place or a new restaurant. And the reason why is things just weren't readily available in that way. If we ran across a restaurant review in a paper or a movie review, we might look at that. But actively seeking those reviews, it just wasn't available. And now that those things are everywhere and in multiple places, we use those reviews to make decisions almost every day. Even if it's just like, which gas station in the area are we going to? Some people use that. So that being said, your business's online reputation is more important than ever nowadays. So let's actually dive into some details about a reputation management and your online reviews. We're going to go over things like negative reviews that come from non-customers, review bombs and how to deal with those, some best practices for dealing with legitimate good reviews and bad reviews, and some things not to do, along with some tools that we can use to help assist you in building your online reputation management. Justin, do you have anything to start off with before we dive into it?
No, I think that covers everything. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right, great. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is negative reviews that come from non-customers. If you run a business, or even if you run a business's review platforms, you may see that sometimes you get negative reviews from non-customers, and that's very frustrating, first of all. And then it's also, you may notice that like Google and Yelp don't care that the customer has never been there. So it is sometimes it's frustrating. It's difficult to deal with. The good news is that you can actually report negative reviews if they violate policy. If you get a review and you're just like, this customer they're not even talking about my business, this isn't something that we deal with, you can report that review. There is no guarantee that they're going to take it down unless the customer or that reviewer is violating policy. One thing also to note is know the violations that are in order, because you can report it, Google or Yelp or Facebook may ignore it, but if you know exactly how they're violating policy, if they are going after somebody at the company by name, if they are using profanity, you can pinpoint that reason for getting that review removed, and they're more likely to do that. Unfortunately, if there's a review, especially on Google, if there's a review without a comment attached, there's not really a whole lot you can do unless it's part of a review bomb, which we'll dive into next. But the last part of that is just, if you are getting those negative reviews and you know they're from non-customers and they just won't listen to you about it, the next best thing to do is just to encourage your happy customers to leave good reviews. But let's back up just a little bit. First off, Justin, did you have anything to say about that one? I just kind of like went off on it.
No, I just thought it was very interesting that I didn't actually know that we were talking before, and you mentioned that reviews with 1 star that has, or actually a review that has no text, that could be any rating, just cannot be removed from Google. And I thought that was very interesting that they, if there's no text with the review, that Google makes it a little bit harder for you to get those removed from your account.
Hi, this is Sarah from Denverdata Web. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe for future digital strategy chats. You can also visit our website at denverdata.com or find us on social media at Denverdata Web.